Downton Abbey. It's like gay dynasty, but gayer. It's British. It's like gay British dynasty. It's very good. Anyway, it wins all the Emmys. So look, the point is, I really don't just watch C-SPAN and Meet the Press. I watch ridiculous shit like Maury, and to this day, isn't Maury Povich the best show if you've like called in sick for work? Or, you know what I mean? If you have like the flu or girls, a yeast infection, I can speak freely. It's just one of those shows that you can just count on it, you know what I mean? And I was watching one just last week, and it's always like the Cholita girl, and she has a kid, and then there's like 7 guys that could be the dad. I mean, could be, and they're all different. They're like fucking coat of many colors. There's like a white guy doing meth with no teeth, and then there's like a black guy, like an Asian Rican guy, and she's just, and the kid's like, just like, I don't know. And then, no matter what ethnicity the baby mama is, she's got a black auntie who's like, Morby, this woman last week kept calling him Morby. I have had it with you, Morby. And Morby, I was glad to come here, Morby. And did anybody see that one? I thought that was so funny that this woman called him Morby for an hour. And he's so fucking rich, he just didn't correct her. He's like, whatever, call me whatever you want. And then when Maury's all, we get the manila envelope, which is so cutting edge, on the edge of technology. A manila envelope, like I'm still temping, like I was a fucking Kelly girl in the 80s. Oh yes, I was a Kelly girl, shout out to those doing data input. All right, so anyway, he gets the manila envelope and he's like, you are not the father. Where do they go? Like, well, I've never understood that moment when Morby says, you're not the father. Why do they run to that weird brick, like, backstage area? Why is it brick? Are they outside? Are they walking down the streets of Boston? All right, anyway, sorry, I digress. So, anyway, there's another show on now called Beyond Scared Straight, and I shouldn't laugh because it's supposed to be a show that educates young people about consequences, and yet it's kind of fucking funny. Here's why it's funny. It's funny because it's so scary that you just have to laugh. So what they do is they have like 5 teenagers, and there's always like a white girl with cornrows, which fucking always cracks me up. And she like wants to be in a gang, and then there's always like a guy who's like special needs who can't stop stealing, and then there's like a kid that just doesn't want to go to school, and he's like on a skateboard with spiky hair. So they're kids that are on the verge of going to juvie, but they haven't gone yet, right? So what they do is they actually send them to prison for the day to scare them, right? And they get there and they're like really tough, and by the end of the show, they're fucking sobbing. But the best part is, you know, they put the jumpsuits on, and then the guards like yell in their face, and they try to scare them. The kids are trying to act tough. But let me tell you something. The first time, and they do this every episode, and it's so yummy. The first time they go to like the communal cafeteria, and all the real, I mean, hardened, fucking scary prisoners are in their cells, and the kids sit at one round table, and then they all start banging and yelling. It's so frightening that I can't help but giggle a little bit. And so, because and these guys, I mean, they're gold teeth, and they're tatted, and they have wounds, and they always lift their shirt up, and they'll show like some jagged, fucked up knife thing, and they all yell at the same time. And then, like, they had one guy yelling at like a 15-year-old kid, and he had a scarf here and a scarf here. Like he was in the fucking Palestinian Liberation Army or some shit. And the kid goes up to the glass, and the guard is like, go ahead and look at him, that could be your future. And the guy is begging, he's like, I'm coming for you, motherfucker! I'm coming for you! And the kid's trying to act tough. And I just remember this one quote, and I don't know why I think it's funny. I know this makes me sick. I just couldn't help. I'm gonna bend you over and spread your shit and stuff it! I want to quote that again for any of you that are thinking of committing a crime. I'm gonna bend you over, spread your shit, and stuff it!